Well, welcome back to our channel. You know, on this channel, we give tips and tools and strategies to help you build your business, grow your brand, and make more money. So today, I want to talk to you about 3 ways to attract your dream client and get them down the sales funnel, because we need a funnel and we need a system, and that's pretty much all we need to grow our business. But we need that system. So if that is something you are interested in finding out, keep watching. Hello, awesome entrepreneurs. Today I'm with my awesome Dynamo board, and this video is sponsored by our great partners at i360 Technologies, and we are loving our Dynamo board. So today I want to talk about 3 ways. I want to show you 3 ways that you can attract your dream client and get them down that sales funnel, right? So what have you been trying to really grow that business all year? We're at the end of the year, right? And you've been struggling with getting clients consistently, and you've been having a challenge of bringing in income for your business. Well, today I want to kind of help you get on a different track as we end this year with these 3 tips. So let's get started. I hope you had that pen and that paper and you are ready. As you know, I love teaching how to build your brand, how to build your business, but I really love it on my Dynamo board. So let's get going. So let's talk about 3 ways that you can attract your 3 ways to attract your, and I like to say, your dream client, right? So think about for a minute, who is your dream client? And for me, as a business owner, entrepreneur, and I've been on this journey a while, I really love building my business and growing my brand, but sometimes I struggle and sometimes it's difficult, and I have to keep being innovative with ways to attract my ideal client. Things have changed in this new era, and we have to build an online presence, and we have to build trust. So we're actually building trust. So don't think of it as sales, think of it as building trust. And so when I think about my ideal client, my dream client, this is the person who needs what I offer. This is the person who's struggling and having challenges, but if they got what I offer, which is be my products or services, their challenges would be over. This is the person who is growth minded and they're ready to move forward. No longer are they wanting to just talk about things and let years go by. So this is the person who really wants a system because they're busy in their lives and they want to grow their business. Maybe they're starting a business, maybe it's their side business, maybe they're working full time, or maybe they're thinking about going full time and taking the leap into entrepreneurship, which I think is awesome. Is it easy? Of course not. Is it rewarding? It can be, if you have a system and if you have a strategy. And I'm going to be talking about systems and strategies all month. So hopefully you will hop on that train and take away some things that you need for your own business. So how do we attract our ideal client? Now, there are other ways, but I want to just give you 3 so you can walk away and implement those. Okay? So let's talk about this first way. Isn't that cool, right? All right, number 1, okay, is you have to show up, and I like to say, be human, okay? What does that mean? Of course you're human. Of course I'm human. But when we don't show up from behind our brand, which is our business or posting or whatever we're doing, people don't get to meet us. People don't get to know us. People don't get a feeling for who we are. We have to be human, meaning we have problems too. We have challenges too. We have struggles too, but we also have our wins, and we can inspire you and we can motivate you and we can connect. People want to know that they can connect with the person who they are going to be buying from. So you have to show up and be human. And the good part is you just get to be you. Just be you. Be authentic. You will attract the people who are for you. There are 4.6 billion people online. If you're not online, you're really missing out. Social media is a very powerful tool. Now, that's just one tool, okay? Posting is not marketing. Social media, though, is a tool that you really need to be using in your tool bag, okay? And I have many other videos that talk about the other tools. Email marketing is a tool, okay? Engaging and networking is a tool. Content creation and marketing is a tool. These are tools. So social media is one tool, but it's a very powerful tool for getting in front of people and letting them get to see you and see the human that you are and see if they can resonate with you. You don't need 4.6 billion people or million people as clients. I really don't. But you want a good tribe of 1,000 good clients every month, or in your email list. Pat Flynn says you only need 1,000 super fans, or 200 good people that you're nurturing. Show up and be human. And so that's the first step. So now you're starting to create awareness and you're creating trust. People buy from people they trust. Okay, so that's just, my board is just so cool, but it does so many other things. It brings up browsers, it has apps. That's just the beginning, but I love teaching from it because it helps you to kind of get a visual appeal of what I'm talking about. Let's move to number 2. Okay, so now you've decided, let me show up and be human, which it doesn't need to be everywhere. I like to tell people, if you're going to use social media, and you should, pick two good platforms and go all in for 90 days. Go all in on those 2. You don't need to be everywhere. So the second one is you need to actually give content, because this is huge, that I like to say speaks to your ideal or your dream client. Okay, so you might say, okay, Marsha, what is that? So when you show up and give content, and you don't have to be everywhere. I like the 3-day-a-week plan, okay? Whether you're doing a blog, or you are posting on your 2 social media platforms, or you're doing a video like this, or you're doing articles on LinkedIn, 3 times a week is a great plan for showing up with content. So what's happening is, once you know your ideal or your dream client, speak to their problems with your content. Speak to their challenges with your content. Speak to their desires with your content. What is keeping them and holding them back? What do they want to stop from holding them back? And so, for instance, like this product here. This product is great for coaches and consultants and speakers, because if you want to take your business to the next level, or if you want to be interactive with your clients, or if you want to do different things, this is a great product. Now, let's say you have a book, and I love books and I buy books all of the time, and your book is one of the latest books I bought. Is called 13 Things That Strong Business Women Do Not Do. Okay, I bought that book because of the content, because I want to make sure I'm not doing one of those things. 13 things that strong-minded or business-minded women do not do. And so that type of content speaks to me, because I want to be a strong business-minded woman. I want to grow my business. So when we speak to our dream client, they listen. If your product or your service makes your client's life easier, like mine, this is doing for me as a consultant, they need to know it. If your product or service makes your client's life happier, maybe you're some type of a resiliency coach or a life coach, they need to know it. If your product or service gives your dream client more information and education for where they want to go, they need to know it. So how do they know it? They know it through the content that you are producing on a weekly basis. And see, this is what's attracting your ideal client. This is what's attracting your dream client. Number one, you're showing up and you're being human. So now you got the attention of your dream client, especially when they got to see you and hear you and meet you. You may say, well, Marsha, I do not want to be in front of the camera. There are other ways to attract your ideal client, but videos are great. And then secondly, now that they've gotten to know you and see that you are also in their same boat. You're human. They can resonate with you. Then you're putting out this content that speaks to their problems, their challenges, their struggles, and their desires. What is it that people want, and what can your product do for them? And so thirdly is sometimes we skip this step. We're talking about taking people down a funnel. Okay, I should draw a funnel. Okay, I'm not that good at drawing, but that's okay. But a funnel, it's like for oil change, right? You put stuff down the funnel and it starts going down, down, down until it gets to the place where it needs to be. For you, our funnel is showing up, giving content, and number 3, we nurture, okay, and we're consistent, and we build relationships. Okay, so this is what our funnel does if we're attracting people, and then it gets to this place right here. So number 3, when you start nurturing your dream client, you're showing up, you're being consistent, you're 3 days a week, you're building relationships. You might DM them in LinkedIn, not to sell, but to offer value. Or you may comment, give some really great comments where other people can see. And so what's happening is now people are busy. They don't forget about you because you're showing up 3 times a week. You're nurturing them with great content. You stay on top of mind. When you don't do this, when you in and out with no strategy and no system, people don't remember you. You don't stay top of mind. It's very hard to attract your ideal client and get them down the funnel to buy from you. And so when we do these 3 things, now we have created this client attraction funnel. And then as we funnel them, they become a client, and this works. So what happens when we don't continue this system? Okay, because we actually need a system, okay, for the funnel. All right, this is key. We actually need a system for the funnel. And the system depends on you. What do you need to do to get in front of your ideal client and show up and be human, produce content 3 days a week that speaks to them, and then nurture and build a relationship with them so that they get to a place where they say, I need that person's product. I need that person's service. I want to work with that person. And then maybe they get on a call with you and you lead them through your system in your funnel. So now let's see what we can look at. I'm going to bring up, since I'm not so good at drawing a funnel, let's see if I can find a sample funnel on my Dynamo board. Okay. So let me see if I can find a sample business funnel. All right. Now, so now I'm in a browser. So here is a funnel, and you see how the arrow is going down because it says right here, attract, engage, and convert customers. All right, and that's what a funnel does. Okay, so attract and engage, and I'm gonna hit read now, and I don't want to go there. Attract, engage, and convert customers. Now it talks about on this website right here the awareness stage, and that's that first tip that I talked to you about. People become aware of you at the top of the funnel. Don't try to sell to people at the top of the funnel. Don't go on social media, email, and say, oh, hey, here's my product. Check it out. Let's get on a call. That doesn't work. At the top of the funnel, you have to introduce yourself. You get to know people. You know, you don't sell at the top of the funnel. People are not ready to buy from you. People are not ready to get on call with you. Because they know you want to sell them something. So you don't sell. This is the awareness stage. And sometimes that takes 30 days of you showing up, being, and being aware. And then you have the engagement stage right here. Make this bigger. Now you have the engagement stage. So now in the funnel, they become aware of you. You're engaging, okay? You're engaging through content, whether it's a blog, whether it's a podcast, whether it's on social media, your 2 channels, okay? Whether it's in your newsletter. You're engaging. This is the engagement stage. So it says you keep your audience returning as visitors. We want to always get followers, get followers, get followers. Why should someone follow you? Just for a like? Likes won't bring money to the bank. It never brings money to my bank, okay? And so then thirdly is in the funnel, as we see here, the decision stage. Now people are making decisions. It's 4.6 billion people online. You don't need that many people, okay? They're making decisions if they want to go with you. If your content did impact them, they're making a decision of whether they want to do business with you. And it really works. Okay, so let me get away from here. So you see this. Let me go back to my whiteboard here. So now you got this place, okay? People became aware. People became interested. This is interest, and now they're making a decision. All right? All of this is the funnel. The 3 steps in the funnel, and it actually works. And so now it funnels people into deciding if they're ready to move forward. Now let's look at this last thing as we wrap up. Now let's say, and I'm going to show you, you don't need a whole lot of followers to make money. Getting good followers is important, yes. Getting people in your email list is very important. You want to drive people away from social media to your email. But let's say you don't have a lot of people right now. I want to show you do not need a lot of followers to make good money. So let's say you have 100 loyal, okay, not just likes, okay, 100 loyal fans. Maybe you have some on your Facebook, or maybe you have some on your Instagram, or maybe you have some on your LinkedIn, or maybe you haven't been showing up and building relationships with them. They're not loyal yet. And maybe you're going to start. And so eventually in 30 days or 60 days, now you have 100 loyal fans from the different places. Maybe some of them in they read your blog. And you have 100 loyal fans, okay? And you're giving great content. And all of a sudden you want to have, or you want to give a training, okay? And so now you let your 100 fans who love what you do, they need your product, they need your services, they know that they're going to be helped. You have a training, and let's say this training is only $50, okay? And let's say the training is 2 hours. Now let's say 50 of those people take you up on the training, okay? You just made $2,500. Okay, let's say only 25 take you up on the training. That's about 10, that's about, let's just say it's about $1,100. We're not doing math right here. So you either make $1,000 in 2 hours, we make $2,500 in 2 hours. But let's say you have built up to 250 loyal fans, okay? Now, it takes time to build fans. Loyal fans go away from social media into your email. This is your fan base. This is your community, your fan base. And so now you have 250 people in your loyal email fan base, okay? We got to move people from social media. And then you had a training, okay? And the training is $50. All right, so now 100 people took your training. So now you've made $5,000 in the 2 hours. Now let's say your training is $97, which $97 is a very low investment. If you have loyal fans, they will invest that. And you have 100 people from your $250 to take that training because they know that they're going to get some results, you've just made $10,000 from a 2 to 3 hour training. This is how you attract your ideal or dream client and take them down the funnel. It's a system. You're not just throwing spaghetti at the wall hoping. Posting is not marketing. A system consists of you showing up, you using content that speaks to your ideal audience. Number 3, you nurturing and building relationships through being consistent. This is the way to attract your dream client. I know it works. And build your business, build your brand. And don't forget, and I hope that you will subscribe to our channel because we will be giving lots of videos on helping you build your brand, growing your business. Don't forget, the secret sauce to your success is you.